What's up? Welcome back to my channel, or for the first time if you're new, I'm Sylvan, and today I'm going to be reacting to Evernight's trailer. Night falls, everyone. Close your eyes. I am incredibly excited for this after what we got in the Myriad Celestia trailer. I imagine there won't be quite as big lore bombs in this compared to the Myriad Celestia trailer, but who's to say? We can only find out if we watch it, so feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me just that little bit extra, and let's get into this. What is the vibe of this gonna be?
You're awake.
Oh, March in a cage? A broken open cage?
You don't recognize
The
me.
lighting here is wild. Ooh, also the music. Ooh. The faceless Tribios. Her being here with us? Ooh, the vibe of this is crazy already.
No way! This isn't real! Really?
Ooh, that change
Are
up.
you sure? March!
Ooh, us trying to help her? Ooh, but it's not us either. The strings are great here. Ooh, coming out of her shadow. The lighting is immaculate here.
Close your eyes for the night to fall.
Ooh.
Don't be scared. With me here,
She is here to protect you,
lose anything again.
as far as we can tell at least. Ooh.
I remember you.
You do?
You are.
Ooh. Change of style? What? What? Yo!
I am the Evernight.
Locked in a
that
box.
shadows your every step.
Interesting.
Forgetting me was your greatest fortune.
Oh. Oh, the red eyes. Interesting. And once again, cradling her. Ooh. Oh. Okay, normally I try to go chronologically here, but I really just have to consider this ending bit. Forgetting me was your greatest fortune in this life. March had forgotten about Evernight, and Evernight claims that was the most fortunate thing she could have done. As it seems, once she remembered Evernight, Evernight is unleashed, and more potently, March's eyes turn red as she gets pulled into this box, and Evernight's eyes turn to the normal blue-purple of March's eyes. It perhaps recontextualizes just about everything that we've heard her say. This absolutely speaks to me as Evernight is attempting to replace March, trying to take her place on the Astral Express, her identity. She wouldn't dare harm March. She would not dare destroy that which she loves, because she wants it for herself. That is what now those past lines speak to me as. But let's return to the beginning of the trailer. We begin with a POV shot from March's perspective looking at Evernight. Evidently, March is waking up in this moment, and we can see that we are either inside or in front of a broken open cell. There are bars, but they are shattered open. What I think of with this is that this is the cage that Evernight has been in until she was remembered, until March remembers, and in doing so, opens this cage. Evernight is released, and quite possibly, based on some of the future imagery we see, Evernight swaps their positions. She bursts forth from her cage, only to then place March within it. And as Evernight mockingly asks, "What, you don't recognize me?" we fade into this chest. The same chest we will see later March being trapped in. It's covered in this muck, which is very evocative of the muck connected to the design and aesthetic of Evernight. And from that chest, we transition to a shot of March unconscious on the ground, surrounded by rubble, as Evernight approaches. And from there, as Evernight caresses the face of March, we witness what could have been, I suppose, a version of the story of Amphorius where March was there with us, but there is something wrong about it, something distorted. Nobody has a face. Everyone's face is obscured. And we can tell it's not quite right, because as the faceless Tribby reaches out to pull March into the sentry gate, one of the jellyfish floats by. And from here, surrounded by more of these jellyfish, we witness a version of events entirely different to the ones we understand. March is here with us, and so is Himiko, and so is Maide, Tribby, and Aglaya. This lineup does not match this scene in any way to our memory. Of course, minus us, March, and Himiko, a version of this could have happened in one of the loops, but I don't think that's what they're getting at, given that we are there and Himiko is there. This is once again a false moment, something that perhaps could have been in some version of events, but it is not real. At best, it is a vision of what could have been given to her by Evernight. At worst, it is what Evernight has taken from her. And as she notices Evernight, remembers her, suddenly she is surrounded by rubble and corpses of all of those she was just with, once again surrounded by the jellyfish. This time they are the pale white, not the red. And March denies this, denies that this could be real, only for Evernight to jump into frame behind her, into the trailer art, the music blasting up for a moment, entirely changing, to just question, really? Is this truly not real? And then suddenly, seemingly trying to save March, our voice and hand reach out to her and pull her away. But Evernight is not concerned, she merely waves goodbye, as suddenly our appearance glitches and changes, revealed that they are a tangled, barbed puppet, and she is surrounded by them. What exactly these puppets are, I'm not entirely sure. Inevitably, one of the first things that come to mind for me with puppets is that of Sunday. Perhaps this is a hint towards Sunday's role in the upcoming story. He will be someone who is trying to pull March out of this false reality, this dream, perhaps. There's a lot that could be done there to mirror his past and such, I feel like. But alternatively, this also could represent the enemies of March, those who would do her harm, those who would try to trap her, to trick her, say, the Garden of Recollection. And as we know, Evernight will not allow for harm to come to March, whether it is for truly altruistic reasons or because she wants this life for herself. Like I guessed earlier, she is there to defend her. Oozing out of March's shadow, there is Evernight. And so running from both Evernight and the barbed puppets, March finds herself trapped, only to be saved by Evernight, who tells her to close her eyes for the night to fall. And as she just casually sort of dances around, her jellyfish dealing with the puppets, she says, "Don't be scared. With me here, you won't ever lose anything again." It once again has this sinister tone to it that makes it not fully hold true in my mind. But I do believe her. She will not let March lose anything again. For March losing something would mean Evernight losing something. That is the angle I'm thinking of here. And it's at this point that March truly remembers who Evernight is, what Evernight is. And she's about to say it, about to tell us, only for the wall that she rests against freezes over and becomes a reflection revealing Evernight. And before she can speak, before she can tell us who Evernight is, she is silenced. The mirror being gripped through and cracked by Evernight. This dark reflection steps through the mirror to silence her and to pull her to the other side, into an entirely different state of the world, representing the fact that the art style changes from 3D to 2D. And as the music picks up, once again changing, Evernight tells March, once you wake up, it will all be over, before pushing March down into the darkness. We watch as these tendrils come out of the chest we saw before and wrap around March as she's sinking into the depths, only for the chest to close around her in the hands of Evernight, as she states, "I am the Evernight." She refused to let March speak what she was, as she is the one to announce that she is the Evernight. Whether that is to be trusted or not is another thing. Whether that is the full picture is another thing. But also, more specifically, it's not just the Evernight in general, it's the Evernight that shadows your every step. And it's at this point that we return to the end of the trailer, which I started with seemingly Evernight changing places with March. March taking on the red eyes of Evernight, and Evernight taking on the blue-pink eyes of March. As I said before, all of this speaks to me as this dark mirror self who desperately wants to protect March, not for March's sake, but for her own sake, as she wishes to have and be all that March is and has. And so she must make the real March fall asleep, close her eyes, fall into the night. Next time she wakes up, everything will be over. If I'm to bring in some of my Myriad Celestia theories of the true nature of March or Evernight, oblivion will have already come. I love this. This is an amazing trailer on several levels. Music, visuals, the lighting is incredible, general vibes, potential lore implications, potential plot implications, and in general, Evernight's just fucking cool, and it just makes me so incredibly curious to learn more. But with that, I think I'll leave things here. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and very special thanks to all my channel members, including Desaize and Pokelove101 at the normal tier, and Kono Nano at the cool person tier. Really appreciate your support, as always, and I hope you all had a great day. Bye-bye!